Hello, everybody. We are here for another auction watch, and this time for the Heritage Winter Platinum auction. And I have got a great panel beside me here with none other than Mr. Famous Commenter, Mr. Mike Petty, who is also now Mr. Livestream guest everywhere. So,
how are you, John? How are you guys? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Mike. And then right below me, Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. So happy to have you, Rick. And new to the channel, my first time getting to meet in person, or well, sort of in person, at least virtually here. Tony, Southern Collector. Thanks for joining.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for
Tony.
having me.
Boy, finally we got somebody handsome on the screen here.
There we go. About that.
Oh, yeah. All of our faces for radio.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's get down to business here. We've got there the Whitner Platinum Night Sports Auction. It is 2 nights, so there's going to be a lot of things closing here soon because they have currently entered why am I blanking on what they call
extended bidding?
Extended bidding. Thank you.
Extended bidding, right.
And theirs works differently than like REA and most of the others, as in they are instantly on single card sudden death.
Yeah.
But with half-hour intervals. If there's a interrupting bid, it extends at 30 minutes each time. So
yeah.
And in the chat already, we've got Jacob Dahl. Welcome. We've got Jux Collectibles. Hello.
What's up, Jux?
All right.
He's my IG buddy.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Bring him on.
All right. So let's start checking out some of the cool stuff we got here. This first card that Petty's going to go for this one, right?
No.
The Babe Ruth rookie card. It's only $1 million. Come on. Bargain.
That's under comps, I think, right, Tony?
Yeah, it is. They're 2.5 is what they had it estimated at. So the comps on that bad boy is going back to November of 2021. One sold for 2.4 million. And I looked up, it wasn't the same card, but it was off center, about like that. So
wow, that's going to take quite the haircut in the comps. And I wonder if it has anything to do with the PSA standard. That
well, Mookie's got no interest because there's no pinhole on that guy. So
well, we could put a pinhole in it for him.
Yeah, we could buy it and bust it out of there.
Yeah. There are a lot of great auto items in this auction that cost way more than I can afford.
I mean, most everybody. I mean, that's the thing. These cards are really out of our reach, and we're gonna
Petty.
We can dream.
Let's get that checkbook on.
I don't have the deepest pockets. Shit, if I had Tony's money, I'd burn mine.
I don't know about that, buddy. Well, I mean, that is the question, though, with the new PSA standards changing with that 7, is that now a 5? But even if it's a 5, it's at least a 1 point. I don't know, though. I don't know how much.
It's a beautiful card, but
it'd be $1 million card.
The PSA standard now it says approximately 70-30 centering, no worse than. And I don't know. I mean, I don't have Dylan's eyes. I think that's to me that's
questionable.
Like an 85. That's like an 85-15. Wouldn't you guys say? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Or something like that. So that really would not meet the new standard. And boy, what a difference a year makes in a card like this. So when was that comp from, Tony?
It was from November of 21, and it sold for 2.4. And again, it was probably 80-20 off center. Those cards are notoriously off center. It's hard to find one centered. So, man, that's what it is. And if you want a Babe Ruth rookie card, the pop count on those ain't very high.
No.
So you just take it how you get it. But
we'll try to get one in an A or a 1.
But still, that's crazy difference between their whole 2.5 mil estimate. So
it's huge.
Yeah, that never happens either.
Like they're usually really close.
Well, let's see what happens here in extended bidding.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
maybe we'll
We'll
get
come
a
back
couple
and peek
guys.
at this one. Now we've got a 9 and a Mickey Mantle rookie for 378,000 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
Well,
beautiful
it's
card.
nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful card. The centering to me looks very good. It's probably about a what? That's a
So here's the
40
comps.
right to left.
The comps on that one is in May of 21, an SGC 9 sold for 690K. And in December of 22, a PSA 9 sold for 3.1 million. And I looked it up, like the picture, it's very similar to that one. It was a little bit more it was a little bit, the color popped a little bit more, I guess is what I'm trying
What's
to say.
the back look like, John, on that?
Let's check.
If it's a 9, it better look pretty dang good.
Yeah, it looks
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Back is fairly centered.
Now Heritage had that one at 650,000 is what their estimated hammer price was. So it's still half what they had it at, or a little over half.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what, man, the market is, well, I guess from 21, that was the peak of the market too, right?
yeah, it was. So
who knows
yeah.
what it was before.
And that not being in a PSA slab, you got to, that's knocking out all the registry guys. So
it really does. It makes a huge difference.
It does seem to make a huge difference when you're talking to those high grades. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's one that's a PSA though.
Yep. Yeah.
Only 82K. That's a bargain compared to that other one, right?
So yeah, so this one's interesting because there's 249 Leafs. There's a SGC 7.5 and the PSA 7, and they're back-to-back lot numbers. And they were they both estimated them at 100,000 both. But they were both quite a bit under, but they were both at the same price. Now this one's gone up at 6 p.m. tonight. That bad boy was at 73,000 and it's up to 80, almost 83 now.
And this guy, whoever owns this, did what I just did with PSA last weekend, and that is reholder an old label. That looks like an old number.
0 label, and then it's got the newer looking.
And in this case, though, I mean, the card looks to me like, without blowing it up, it looks like it holds up as a 7. The centering is close to perfect, wouldn't you say? Maybe it's off. No, it's off.
It's off. Yeah, that top border is very fat.
Yeah, you're right. I see the bottom. It's more like
hi, Darren.
70-30 top to bottom.
Hey, Darren. Good to see you, buddy.
What's up, handsome?
Hey, flip over to the next one. It's the next lot, and see what that SGC is doing. The same price.
Same price.
Yeah, that's how it was at 6 p.m. So
and that just took a bit. I think that just took another bit. I think because now it's it
says 21 minutes, and we are at 8:08. So it has not gotten a bid this hour yet.
Well, then what about why did the other one? The other one wasn't counting down, was it?
Rick, what's your opinion? You like the SGC better from a visual standpoint than the PSA?
Visually, the SGC looks better, but I don't like the centering left to right or right to left on that one there, right?
Yeah.
Soft center. But the coloring looks better, right?
Yeah.
But this one's got the Mike Baker sticker, so that makes it better, right?
That's worth another 10 grand.
Yeah.
But that's what people are saying. It's got a value to his sticker at some point, and now that he has his own grading company.
Yeah, the SGC, the yellow is brighter, so you see that white border better. That's why Mike couldn't see the border on the PSA one, because the SGC or the yellow was kind of faded out a little bit.
Eddie, you just missed a Ruth rookie and a Mantle rookie.
Yeah, that one definitely looks better.
Yeah, I agree.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see if the PSA registry
which one finishes higher.
Yeah, has a premium on it.
Sure. All right, next one. There is an incredible full set of these M101s that looks like somebody's selling their high level PSA registry set.
Did they talk about this in the description, how it is coming from probably one of the top sets? in the registry. Let's see.
I don't know.
Check out the.
So here's the thing
It's
with that
gorgeous.
one. They estimated this one at 20,000. It's already doubled that.
It's centered.
It's centered. The closest comp I could find was a PSA 6.5 in December of 22, sold for $3,000, $3,100.
Ouch.
But I haven't seen an 8. So yeah, there's going to be a premium on that. That's a nice card.
That really is. I love that pose. Do you have anything like that, Rick?
You know what, the pose looks very similar. Is it in another issue, that pose?
Yeah, it's in a few.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that Satchel Paige card. I can't remember which one it is, but he's in a windup like that. No, it's Feller. It's the 52 Bowman or 51 Bowman.
A lot of these 1916 photos seem to be reused all the way into like the 21 and 22 photo cards too.
Yeah,
that's funny, but I actually have that. It looks like here in an SGC3, but mine is a blank back.
Yeah, you know what's wild is that M101 set, Felix Mendelssohn's the one that distributed them, but we're not sure who took the pictures. Some people think he did. Most of them are taken in Chicago where he was. So
I got a good deal on mine, I think, considering it's really scarce, according to Rick. Top 1, 3 higher, only 8 graded by SGC. But mine is not centered like that. Not nearly as white.
So, yeah, we were joined by Ruben Snyder and Dan and Greg.
Now, thanks, guys.
And Jake over at Wax Pack Wisdom.
Fantastic. Hi, Jake.
Yeah, the eye appeal on that one's off the chart. I mean,
it really is.
You can't get better than that.
That'll stand up to it.
Not in a pre-war card.
So, all right. How about what's next? We got a classic Babe Ruth shot there.
But look at the Koester Bread. That's probably a good deal.
Yeah, they had that one at 100,000, so it's getting there. It could get to 100.
I had an extra 100 lying around.
See if how much action's on it. Oh. There hasn't been any bids this hour because we're down to 17 minutes on it.
Well, I'll tell you, not many things bidding up right now, huh?
Yeah, the latest comp on that was September of 23, a PSA 6 sold for $88K. So 100,000 is probably about right. You know, if you kind of estimate that out, what a 6 went for, and that was a couple years ago too. But yeah, that's a rare card. There's only 4 of those.
I would imagine Koester Breads are very difficult. Do you have any of the Koester Breads, Rick?
No, I don't. I don't.
Yeah.
I wonder if Mancini probably does.
Yeah.
He's probably got somebody.
I think I've seen him show one before. But that is a spectacular card.
Foul ball.
Hey, Jeremy, what's up?
And
Darren
wants that Ruth, so buy it, Darren. Let's see.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. I just love the Yankee Babe Ruth cards with him in a Red Sox uniform. I just think that adds a lot to the card image. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, is there anybody in the chat? I mean,
that's what I was just going to ask. If anybody's got a lot number that they're bidding on in the chat, let's see. So,
or if they're not, if they're just curious and want to watch something, even if it's a Kaboomy, we're equal opportunity Kaboomies.
We knew Kaboomy was coming in here at some point.
If you have 5 minutes on your drinking card.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Boy, John, I wonder how did that? He bought a gorgeous DiMaggio at the last auction that we did.
Oh yeah, I saw his video where that came home.
I didn't see it. So how does the card look, John?
It's gorgeous.
Oh yeah,
that felt like a deal on that one.
It did.
The closing price.
Considering what's out there, what I was seeing today too, I saw a couple cards, and what I saw on the West Coast show, because it's been kind of on my my want list. It's second tier burrito and all.
Yep.
Hey, Dan.
You and me both, Dan.
Hey,
So.
Dad, yeah.
Yeah, there's some good ones in REA.
Tonight's the big boy cards. Tonight.
Yeah,
tonight's the cards way out of my budget. So
tonight is big boys.
Yeah, I'm not in on any of these.
Oh, there's Johnny. That looks really good. Very minor paper loss on the bottom, and
Beautiful. And it was nicely centered.
It looks great everywhere it counts.
You're damn right, especially in the pocketbook.
I mean, sometimes you get lucky. Just put in a placer bid on something you might be interested in, and later on that night,
sounds like it's kind of what he did, and then he just won it.
Never know.
Never happens to me though. But John P, he's lucky.
Oh, we got Garrett Card Cutter. How you doing, buddy?
Nice. Great to see you,
52 mantles in this auction. Yeah, I think there's like 3 or 4 of them in there.
Yeah. There's one tonight. That's the it's a big one. It's the 7.5. It is. If you want to look it up, it's 80026.
That's the nice one, huh? 7.5.
Yeah, it's in an old SGC slab,
but he got the Mike Baker sticker. So
yeah, it's
just ridiculous.
It's still way under what they estimated. They estimated that one going 400K, and so it's not close to that.
Wow.
These cards that are graded 7.5 and 8. What does a Mike Baker sticker tell you in addition to that? I mean, honestly,
I know.
Well, here's I mean, I guess, I wonder if those would have been helpful to a guy like me starting out 15 years ago that would have told me that it had high eye appeal on it, but
yeah,
it does have a premium. I mean, I was talking to Andy Medic today at the Long Beach show, and he says, yeah, you'd be surprised that it does, bring somewhat of a premium. I said, yeah, but I mean, if you can't tell that card looks good from the grade, should you really be spending that kind of money? And then I commented to him that his inventory looked exactly the same when I just saw it 6 months ago at the Anaheim show. So, I mean, it's not like he's there to sell stuff. Those guys are there buying,
Yeah,
but, all the work Tony's putting in, Dan. I think I'm going to invite him every time. So.
Damn right.
Well, what's interesting about that one is, 7.5 doesn't sell every day. So, in May of 23, one sold for 384,000. And so that 400 ain't that far off. But what's crazy is in May of 18, one sold for 564,000. So, but that sucker was dead nut centered, man. It was.
And Dan has a point. Dan has a point that it's, it is kind of off center for a 7.5. But I mean, according to this pricing tonight, people are discounting this like it's a 5 or a 5.5, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Greg Miller, what time's Wapner come on?
Judge Wapner, definitely Wapner.
Yeah, because he said he's like Rain Man right there.
I think that card probably was graded around 2000, 2001 by one of their first labels.
Yeah.
Right,
and I wonder why they never. And according to Baker, it's silver, so it's not a gold for the grade, right? It's silver for the grade.
Why did you stick that thing in front? Why isn't it in the back?
Well, that's the thing. So now the funny thing, I thought
you stare at that thing.
He's starting his own grading company, as you know. And then they asked him last week, well, what about your labels? He said, well, he's only going to put silver labels on his slabs. So, well, why? Because they'll have high eye appeal. So you mean to tell me if you got a 7.5 and it's got shitty eye appeal, you don't get a silver sticker, but you get a 7.5? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, why we don't really need the stickers, guys. I mean, it's just an extra level of stupidity.
Yeah,
and that's
isn't it? Anyway,
that's diamond cut too, right?
Yeah,
it is.
So you kind of notice that. I mean, we're nitpicking on something that's just beautiful,
but that kind of money,
but you're paying that kind of money. That
now, if it was a 7.5,
that would bug me.
If it was a 7.5 for a PSA, people could look through it, because they would say, well, it's for my register, and at least I get the points on my register, whether it's off center or the Mike Baker. It doesn't matter as much, I think. Can we look at the bottom of this just for? It looks like it's cut. There we go. So this,
so you can see it.
good, but
I mean, it looks better when you see the bottom. It did when you didn't see the
still,
bottom, but it's still off.
It's still
definitely.
off.
But it's more centered than mine.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if that card. I mean, does it look like it could be trimmed or no?
Oh, I'm not an expert at that. I don't think so.
No,
the borders look big.
If you look on the top left, you know, you got a bigger border than the bottom left, and then on the top right, small. It's kind of like diamond. You know what I mean? If you had one side,
what about top bottom? I mean, does that I can see a clear diamond on the top, but I don't see as clear of a diamond on the bottom.
Yeah. Well, it is. You can see look at the top left, how much border that has compared to the bottom left.
Yeah,
I can tell.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So it's diamond.
Diamond.
Okay. Now I would be a little worried if one side was diamond and the other side wasn't.
But you see enough diamond.
It's just the way it was
to
cut.
match the top. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a conspiracy theorist when it comes to trim cards. I think that they're all trimmed in this grade until proven otherwise.
Well, high grade cards, you can't. I mean, some of those ones we already, got those corners and edges are just like perfect.
They are.
Just crazy. It's hard to, I don't know.
Beautiful card. So, what is there any other mantles? You said there was 3 other mantles.
I
watching on mute. Peeps.
Probably the best way to watch anything on my channel,
especially with Penny on. I mean, if you can't, I'm funny when you can't hear me.
Well, if you try to put on subtitles with me, the Southern language doesn't come through very well. It says everything wrong. You got to try to do Siri.
Captioning doesn't quite work for you.
No,
you can't even talk into Siri.
I have to put her on Southern so she understands what I'm saying.
At least PWCC they used to put their stickers on the back.
Now
not right there in the front. I mean, it's bad.
Well, this guy's selling the sticker business.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, you're buying that kind of card. How much you're spending.
But how many times? How many sticker companies were out there before Mike Baker? There was 5 other guys doing the same things with the stickers, and then all of a sudden Mike Baker gets out there and with his little sticker. Before it was like a little purple sticker on the top, or how everybody.
We need to move on from this one. Here's a card Tony's going to buy right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but all right, I'm the one winning it right now.
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
now,
no, that one right there is
378,000.
So the extended bidding is already in progress for this one.
I just need to refresh these windows as I open them.
Okay. That one is surpassed where they had it at 300, but the last sale on that for an SGC 3, of course, was 21 when everything was so high, but it sold for 540,000. So you don't run across those every day. Even these big auctions, you don't see the old mill Joe Jacksons in there.
I mean, that looks like a solid 2. From here I can't tell the creasing, but just from here it looks like a 2.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't see any creasing. I blew it up.
It's nice.
It's real nice.
You don't see those every day.
I have a Joe Jackson 9, SGC 9.
Do you?
Do you really?
Yeah, but it's a national game.
Hey, that's still a freaking bad card, man.
A good card.
That's a real good card.
If I had that in a 9, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Yeah, those are awesome.
They were a lot less money 10 years ago, but we didn't buy them then.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are the Southern Leagues are all in that series, that late series.
All right.
Southern Association.
I love it.
We got
this is a beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool right there. I didn't do any research on that one, but I love that.
These could have been had for $1,000 when I was started.
Wow.
Yeah.
What year was that, Mike?
Well, I mean, when I started back in the hobby, fresh to the hobby, like maybe I dipped my toes in like in the 2000s and then 2005 probably, but then they just weren't appealing to me.
Is that when you were packed fresh?
They were so fresh. Yeah, I was packed fresh. I was packed full. I was fresh to the hobby. But it's a gorgeous, whatever you call it, a painting. It's not really a card, is it?
Yeah, they They had that one at 50,000, so it's already surpassed what they thought.
Yeah, we're at 57. So
yeah,
We saw one
what's
at
the
the
grade
show.
on that
Guy
one?
was asking,
Five?
guy
A
was
5.
asking 100.
Yeah.
He was asking
Yeah, that's a tough
100,000
grade.
for it at the show. And you'd love to have something like that in a 1 or something, with a little crease or something in the bottom.
Yeah.
The back looks
Usually
good.
Do you guys prefer that back or the advertising back? If you had a choice.
I like that back because I think it's cool to see all the other
All the
names on
players.
there.
I would take either back.
The
Really,
advertising back's kind of cool though too. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both back. They're both nice.
Yeah,
I don't know if one
I would
gets a
take the
premium.
checklist, but I'm not getting any
Yeah.
card that I
Beggars
expect.
can't be choosers, man.
Do you have any of these turkey reds, Rick?
I do. I have a. Let's see. I pull it right here.
Great.
I got a couple. This is my home run Baker.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Now that looks good
Oh,
in the
let's
SGC
get you
notebook.
solid for that.
Yeah,
Can you
there's
show
just
that
a
back
little
up?
speck right here. You can. Oh, right. God, I can't even. Right there, my finger is right on the other side. I can't even go. But anyway, you can see a
That's
little
nice.
paper
That's-
Yeah,
log.
that's beautiful. I
But
love that.
besides
right.
that, that's why it's a 2.5.
That's
But
so
even
cool.
a 2.5 is a great grade for those.
Yeah.
And it's a checklist back.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at these in person, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
The artwork on these things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I would love to have the Mathewson, but it's just expensive now. I mean,
Yeah.
They all are. I mean,
Yeah.
these
There was a
turkey
Chief
reds-
Bender one that's just absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, it's cool to have at least one. If you
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
I
one.
might have.
I gotta
I
get
might have
one.
to pick. I have to pick one.
Even if it's a common player, where
Yeah.
I mean, they're just beautiful. There's some that are. You can see the stadium in the background. They're just unbelievable what they look like. So,
Yeah.
and they present well. You could put on a wall, or I have it on a bookshelf.
Yeah.
It's great.
Me and
And you don't
Petty
think
we'll bid up each other. We'll try to
Yeah,
get
that's
one.
what we like.
We'll
to do,
double it.
Exactly. We double dip on each other all the time in these auctions. I mean, we probably cost each other thousands over the last 2 years.
There you go, Rick. You got a request from Greg there.
Just put a pirate sticker on the back. Well, I'll know.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm out of sticky notes with all his requests on the back of my cards. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, you're
does
right,
display.
Chris. They do display really well, buddy. They're awesome.
All right, what do we got next? Oh, another one of those M1014.
Oh my goodness, that's centered nicely.
It's only
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
So they had that one estimated at 20,000. So all of these high end, the registry guys are jumping all over them.
Yeah. It is tough to win those.
The one you skipped, the lot between it and the Turkey Red was a Napoleon Lajoie, and they estimated it at 10. It's already at 29. That's
It's
without
up to 40 now.
Yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
39.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't refreshed, so I need to do that. So yeah,
Wowzy, wow.
Yeah,
An 8.
and it's
That's just an awesome picture,
still
too.
going. Yeah, it is.
Can you believe the guy that had this collection?
Yeah. Yeah. He had to have been pretty high on that registry stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's the Nap. You don't see that image. I don't know if I've seen that one before.
Yeah.
That image.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
That era, and it was the same image that was on the those Morehouse canceled cards that they had. They had it in the one. I lost out on it. I think there's another one coming to the auction.
He doesn't.
I don't know.
He
Sammy
doesn't.
Thunder in the house.
What's up, Hall of Famer?
Oh my!
His
Thunderbolt.
cards are expensive, but he doesn't get enough love. I mean, him and Cobb were battling for batting titles year after year, and heck, they named a team after him. And
Yeah.
a couple years there, he was the best player in baseball. Kind of like Tris Speaker.
Yeah.
His cards are expensive too, but he doesn't get enough love. How good a player he was.
Yeah.
They just because of Cobb and Ruth.
Yeah.
Right.
But
We need more
Unbelievable.
naps. What naps?
Well,
do I
in the
have?
80s when I was growing up and I love vintage, his 33 Goudey, man, everybody talked about that. That's
Well,
how
yeah.
I knew who the guy was because
Oh,
that was a huge card in the 80s. And it still is, but people just don't talk about it as much.
The funny thing is, I actually have that card with a
Which
blank
one?
back again. This
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 33 Goudey. I was like, dang.
Oh shit!
You've been hiding that one.
I knew I saw that post somewhere. That's my only. I have it's the M101 Sporting News with the blank back. That one has a Sporting News back though, right?
Most of these in these lots are blank.
Yeah,
This one
This
does
one
have the
does,
Sporting
though.
News
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
and I'd rather have the Sporting News back like that than the blank.
Yeah, I agree.
But the blanks they can be considered rare. Like this one is population 4, only 4 higher. There's 15 graded of the blank backs. So, whatever. And I do have that post. I'm happy to have it. Boy, I'm lucky.
Yeah, you are. That's awesome.
Certainly not.
Man.
I didn't pay. I paid $1,100 for it. 5 with the
All
new
right.
holder.
There's another awesome
When was
one
that?
there.
When did you pay $1,100?
I got it recently. I mean, I got it in the last
Really?
6 months. Yeah.
Jeez, man.
This
Classic
one.
Joe
Oh,
Jackson
my.
Cracker Jack look. Oh, let's see Tony's.
Yeah, that's mine.
God, yeah.
Oh man.
It's
The Roseanne bar.
famous and bar
The
back.
Roseanne bar at the back.
But
Whoo-wee, that was a good deal.
yeah,
That
the
was one of
famous and
first
bar
cards.
back is more scarce than that one. There's only 10 of these. And
That's
all the great
beautiful.
kinds.
That was one of
But-
the first cards you bought when you got back into the hobby, didn't it?
No, it's one of the first ones I bought when I started spending too much money.
Oh,
But mine's a 2. That one's a 7, and so
yeah,
there's
but it looks pretty good. And
yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, to pay that kind, I mean, I know that it's still probably 20 or 30,000. The one you're holding there, maybe probably more now. probably
Hello,
35.
360 stock flips. Welcome.
Yeah, so that one right now they had estimated 100 grand, and I did the comps on it,
Mhm.
and that's about right. So
Looks like it's gonna make it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Let's see what the timer is. Oh,
Boy, the same.
Maybe it'll
that
fall
101
just
is
short.
You should buy it now, Greg. Get on there.
Vanderbilt jersey behind me. No, I don't. That you must know I'm a Tennessee fan. I got on my FAU gear tonight, guys. Where we are here. Here we go. My little girl.
What do you got there?
I got on my FAU gear tonight. My little girl, that was her softball team in college, and they're ranked in the top 25 right now. So I'm trying to celebrate our girls.
Are they still playing?
My daughter's not.
Oh, she's not. Okay.
No, but we still love all them girls on the team. You know.
Oh, yeah.
We're playing with her, so we're cheering them on.
Absolutely.
You guys ever bid on a card like this in an auction? It doesn't have to be an expensive card. It could be $100 card, and you're bidding on it, and then you buy it or whatever, or you don't end up buying it. But then you go on eBay and it's buy it now for cheaper. You pick yourself up on the darn thing, and then I could have bought it for $80 instead of $100.
I was telling you the story. I know that in fact, I think I've told all you, I texted you both about the story about that 51 Connie Mack, Lou Gehrig that actually Greg showed a Billy Ball game, said, hey, that's a really neat card you got there. But you never see them. I've been watching one on eBay. Dean's had it on sale there. And, Dean's is usually
they're usually high.
Like, crazy high to the point where it's like you can usually use his prices, divide by 2, and that's a comp, literally. So his prices are doubled. The same grade, the same PSA grade, and the card came out at the REA auction. And I said, man, I'm going to win that card. I set my bid, to be about the same price as I could buy it on Dean's website, because he has a discount that was about 10% on his website. So I put that bid in, and with like an hour and a half later, it went over that bid. So I just went on Dean's website and I bought it now. I literally was wanting to buy it on his website for a year and a half ago. I'm not losing that card. It ended up going for $3,000 more in the auction than I bought it for at Dean's.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It really is. I mean, when you're looking to Dean's for a card to save money there, but I mean, I would have never paid that kind of money.
And
that
don't
feels
it
like one of those oxymoron type statements. So.
And it wasn't like the eye appeal was any better. I mean, I actually thought the one that I got, the eye appeal was as good or better. Centering was better, and
don't ever message Deans and ask them if that's their best price either.
No, they want to.
That there is no movement.
But you can go direct on his website, and the guy that taught me that was the president of the hobby, John Mangini. He was watching the item on there for quite a long time, and he said, "Finally, F it, I want it," and he just went out there and bought it.
They give you a little break compared to the eBay pricing.
Yeah. So whatever.
All right. Up next is card Tony definitely needs to get, right?
Yeah, buddy. I'd
He's
love
a signed
that
card guy.
Yeah, I love that. So yeah, they estimated that one at 100 grand. So it's just under it. Is it still an extended? Yeah.
Let's refresh.
You think that's a 6 autograph?
Yeah, that's what they said. So the comps on that one was number 92. Well, first off, the pop on that signed card is 11, believe it or not. I thought it'd be like 5. There's 11 of those, and then there's 4 of the card 160s. So altogether it's 1533 Goudey Gehrig signed.
That's actually a lot.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect that, but in April of 24, 9 grade autograph sold for 180K, and it was a 92 card too, number 92. But it was a beautiful autograph. It went right across his waistband. But they had this one at 100, so it was almost half.
And that's a pretty nice autograph on a card.
It's awesome, man.
I wouldn't call it a 6.
The fact that man held that in his hand, I mean, dang, that's just awesome.
Yep.
I enjoy it. I like it how it's down his leg like that, at an angle like that. It was kind of cool because it doesn't affect the actual the player itself, his uniform.
And it's funny how he signed some there, and then Tony said he signed it across.
Yeah, it was straight across his waistband, kind of like you would see in today's cards.
So you wonder, even though it fits pretty nicely right where he put it there.
Yeah.
Like he's done it a few times because he fit it all right in there, right?
Yeah. Well, you figure if there's 15 of those still existing, I wonder how many he signed, altogether, But people didn't sign cards back then. So who knows? Maybe it was 30.
Right. A lot of balls they signed back then.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got?
Almost
next,
too perfect of an auto. Not the truth.
There you go for your registry score. A 9.
Look at, and that hasn't budged since we looked at it, or at least you have to.
Well, let's refresh and.
Oh, it did get a hit.
Yeah. So what is it? 800? What did I say?
808,000.
So they had it at 800,000. And comps on that one in September of 22, one sold for $1 million. And man, that's a pop 11 and a 9. There is one pop 10. There is one PSA 10. So that's a big time card right there.
Wow. And it is pretty nice, but I'll tell you, you just showed one earlier in the chat, or I think you might have one. You picked up one, and I had one here that was also.
It's right here.
Not near. It's not a center, but yours is, and yours has very fat borders.
Yeah, it's a little, like I said, it's a little bit on a diamond cut, but it's centered diamond.
But
you can't.
I would take the 9, trade it for your card and a very nice house with a mortgage paid off.
Yeah, maybe even on the beach.
I mean, like Adam, did you see what he did with that Larry Bird card hit? I think it was a Larry Bird that he sold.
Anyone buying that card is FU money right there.
It is. You're right.
He sold it in a 10 or something for $5,000, and then he bought it back in a 9 for $80.
Yeah.
And the 9 looked better than the 10.
Yeah.
And there's that much difference between the 10 and the 9. That's the nightmare of a thing.
It's just a beautiful card, though. I don't care if it's in a 1. I mean, that color and the old pirate logo and in the double image, it's just awesome. It's got his actual autograph on it.
And the signature on there. That's as close as I'm going to probably get to one. Our friend Tony was showing one today. Another Tony, TJ.
Yeah, not me.
That Roberto Clemente. Dan, you need to have him on, Roberto Clemente's Super Collector.
Yeah, TJ's online, man.
TJ
man,
is.
alive. I knew he had good stuff, but man, watch his latest video. TJ is online.
It's really good. And you know that bastard, he beat me in fantasy football. He had a monster of a team, and I was coming in limping. I mean, I literally had no chance, but he ran over me. And then we had an auction that same night. He said, "What are you going?" I don't know, some offbeat auction. I said, "I'm going for this and that." And he was going for the Cons Wiener, that 57. They had a picture on it that didn't show one of the terrible creases on it, but he still got it. Decent deal, because it's a really hard car. There's just no pop, a low pop on those. And that was obviously, it deserved to be with him. I stopped bidding.
Sammy's, are we thinking that somebody's just paying for the rarity of the grade or the
for
look
sure.
of the card?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both, because on this card, I mean, it is centered.
Well, it better be if it's a 9.
I mean, well, maybe
it's dead. It's
not 100.
It's
not Dylan 100. Like Dylan would have a crooked head and say that's not centered because it's left. But for that card, I don't know. In a 9, I expect it to be 100% centered. Really.
Yeah.
And Tony 6 is nice, and it has wider borders. This particular one is a little light on the right hand side. I'm looking at mine right now.
It must be trimmed.
In a 6. Mine doesn't have. Mine actually fits in the border, but mine doesn't have that centering like that.
It's one of those older certs when they were taking all kinds of trim cards back in those days, right?
Yep.
So just to give you an idea, mine is $6,000. So 6,000 versus 800,000.
Oh, this should be 9,000 for a 9.
Well, there's 802,000 different. So hey, yeah, I could buy a lot of cards with 800,000. I wouldn't buy cards.
It really is nuts, but
you could basically buy all the cards we've looked at except for the Ruth rookie.
For the Ruth, yeah.
This is what the hobby's become, though. It's like like collecting old coins, gold coins when they're graded. That's what you get. It's just that there's so much, chicanery that goes on with these cards, and it's tough to pay up for these cards like that. If I had the money, I wouldn't buy them like that. But
that's kind of what I was saying, Dan. That the label is the trim era.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's got the grade, and they'll put it in a new holder for $49.50.
All right, what's next? We got another one on the registry front. I just threw out there because
wow.
That's a pop 3. There's 3 PSA 10s in the registry. So just to give you an idea, the last pop 10 sold in August of 18 for $43,000. So that's why this bad boy is going for so much money. Somebody's been waiting for 7 years for one to come on the market.
Right. And
now they're paying $134,000.
I hate to tell you, but this is going to get up there because this is fresh to the hobby.
Yeah. I wonder if Theo's on this bad boy. Is he the one you think's winning this?
It's a 100.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his wife would murder him if he tried to spend that kind of money.
Yeah, my wife would murder me too.
Hey, go back one to 830. Go back one lot. Because this one was going crazy too, because it's a PSA 10. Where's it at?
97.6K.
They had that one at 60. So that one hasn't moved since 6 p.m. It's already sold, right?
Oh, yeah, that one's done.
Yeah. So, yeah. So the pop
sold
on that.
For 97.6K.
Well, did you?
That was a
did
pop
you refresh
4.
it? You refreshed it, John?
Yep. Oh, yeah, it's done. That's what the price was. Nobody even bid on it and extended. It stayed like that since 6 p.m.
Well,
I was wondering where that ended up.
This is what I like about Heritage. You can win something before 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I could have bought a 1-for-1 Kaboomy. I frankly, Mookie, I'm all in on the Nebula. I like the Nebula, whatever that is, the Mercury Nebula.
There you go. Jeff Wilson is
With
fresh to the hobby too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty
What
fresh.
do you is there any Wembies tonight that we could see how the bottoms are falling out? How about me breaking the news to everybody that Wemby had the trombone-itis? Poor guy. I mean, but
That's
big
terrible.
guys like that.
Big
When
guys.
you're
Remember
get that kind of a thing, and I'm surprised he didn't get cut in half playing in the game.
Here we got some modern shine coming up just for Petty.
Let's go.
Right there.
Oh, my boy.
Is it done?
Tommy.
It is done at 225.7K.
They had
that, Tony.
They had that one estimated at 600,000. And on that sucker right there, I mean, you just got to know the shine of that 50-50 club is going to wear off. I mean, 5 years from now, everybody's going to look back and think that's cool, but it ain't going to be worth 600,000.
Well, why don't you just make the bases like a little longer? Maybe they can make them about another foot longer. No throwovers to first.
Now, Petty, don't talk about my boy Shohei. I like him now. He's a unicorn.
I would be shocked if that's not the highest price this card ever sells for.
But let's look at that signature.
Well, I mean, it's a 1-of-1. There's never going to be another one.
That's freaking crazy. That's freaking
And how is that a Gem Mint 10 autograph? Please, somebody share with me. The 10, he's got a C. Who the F is C?
Well, is this the autograph grade or the card grade? I don't
know. It says a Gem Mint 10. I want it all to be. I want 10 of 10.
It's like they didn't grade the auto.
Oh, they just put an auto.
No, I don't think they graded the auto. I think it's just a card.
And the auto's
it's just a card grade, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's fake because you know what? The guy doesn't speak a word of English. I know he doesn't. He can't write club. I really don't think.
I've got several of his cards, his autographed cards, his modern.
Do they look like that?
Yeah, that's his autograph.
Is that a patch on the bottom?
What do you mean? You mean a sticker auto?
No, there's no patch.
No,
there's no patch in that.
Stripes in the card design.
Yeah.
So if it's just a card grade, shouldn't it be then with a 10 with a mark?
So what I'm not sure about is the modern cards. I'm not sure they even grade the auto. I don't know.
Of course they grade them. They PSA 10.
If I had my modern sitting around here, I'd look it up.
Hold on. Go.
Let me grab one and see.
Yeah, please do. I want to see the shoestrings. I want to see a signature that doesn't match.
All right, for the Canadians in the house.
Oh, hockey. There's my boy. Where's Steven with a PH?
The iconic card of hockey cards.
And I think that's a strong price for that 9.
140K.
It's an old reholder. Yeah, this reholder's a thing, huh? Boy, you got a lot of people watching this show.
We got 41, yeah. Good crowd.
Thanks everybody for watching.
More than I expected. I think Tony brings them in, is what it
amounts to. He packs the house, that guy, especially with all the research he did.
So nobody comes for you or Rick.
So on the modern cards, they don't do dual grades. Like this is one I sent in. It's a Paul Skeens Aqua Lava.
Is it just my eyes, or is this
it's blurry? They just do one. I mean,
show that, John. That Aqua Lava.
Why does the image of this seem blurry? Are they all that way?
No, that one's
even
just
him.
got bad registration.
I think that's Mark Messier in the picture. That's a what do you call it? It's a reverse negative error card.
I don't know.
Show Tony's Paul Skeeny's the next guy.
Oh, let's so the deal is they don't do dual autos on a pack pulled.
There it is.
There we go.
When it's pack C.
That's nice. You pulled that from a pack.
I did, and I got it graded.
Where did you get? Let me ask you. Where did you get the packs?
I got a box at my local card shop.
You bought a box and you actually opened it.
Yeah, hobby box.
Imagine that. Can you imagine actually the novelty of buying a box and opening up your own cards?
Hey man, it was fun.
Why are we doing that? Why are they breaking? That's what I'd like to know. Why would you have something? The pure joy, that reason that I would say 100% of the hobby is in this baseball cards is we enjoyed opening packs as a kid.
Yeah, I mean,
Why
buy you a
would you
hobby
let
box.
some
There's a
other
bunch of
idiot?
packs in there.
Why would you let some other idiot open your packs?
Here, speaking
Yeah.
of open packs, I want Jeff Wilson to
know.
buy this and open it.
All right, that's a 49, 48.
Golly.
That's
48 Bowman pack, 103.7K is what it sold
That
for.
has got to be fake, right, Rick? Just it's newly. You know damn well those things are fake. That thing is rewrapped.
I mean, there's not even a card in that set worth close to that. I mean, I guess you're just paying for the rarity of having a pack.
Yeah, that's purely what it is. Because
And I don't know, is there one card in there, or is there 2 or 5?
I don't know.
Maybe can you scroll down to the bottom? Let's see what this. Let's see the story heritage tells the fishtail on this one. Oh, blah blah blah. Tops from the company first. Extreme rarity.
I think there's some GI Joe cards in there.
There's nothing. There could be regular cards in there, but I mean,
hey, Ruben, I do not do business with Nash cards. I do business with Grand Slam Collectibles in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Now, Tony, have you ever been to the Nashville show?
Yeah.
You have. I didn't realize. And how is that show? Pretty good.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah. You know, Ash is usually there. There's a bunch of.
I got to get down there to see a show with you.
Heck yeah.
One time. Maybe next year.
Nashville's got it going on.
Mm-hmm.
Really all right. What do we got next? Oh, yeah. There's some Babe Ruth signed balls.
So I looked some stuff up on that sucker.
Oh, good. Because there's a lot of Babe Ruth.
So they had that estimated at 40 grand, which it's getting pretty close. That's the normal going rate for a single signed Ruth, as long as it looks like that.
Yeah, but normally, that's got a great eye appeal.
Yeah, but normally he signs on the sweet spot. So that's
exactly.
That's
the rest
why
the rest of that ball was signed.
Yeah,
it all faded. Besides
that, and that one right there is a Ruth Gehrig. Now here's one of those small print things that they kind of sneak by you on these auctions that you got to pay attention. It's got Ruth and Gehrig on it, and they estimated it at 40 grand, which is about right. But if you scroll down and read the small print, it says there is other autographs that have faded away on the south panel or something.
Right.
But they don't show you the south panel so you can see what it looks like.
It's probably blank. I mean, even the Gehrig.
Yeah, but they should at least show it to you.
I know. I mean, how hard is it to put 4 extra? Normally, when you show pictures of balls, you show every single panel.
I agree. Especially one that expensive. I'd want to see what every side of it looks like.
And it's not.
Well, it only went for 28 then, not the 40. So.
Well, they had that one estimated at 80.
Did they?
Because that ball, look at the year on that one. It's a 26-27. So that's the year you would want them in. But yeah, they had that one at 80K, and it's what is it?
It's final at 28.
Yeah, it did. It only got one bid since 6 p.m. So somebody read that small print.
It's got an LOA.
This one went for the most PSA here at 45.
Yeah, no, they had it at 40. That's a typical sweet spot Ruth autograph. In nice one, it looks like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the thing with these autographs. I don't know them well enough to trust the authenticators because, you know, there's a lot of talk that even the PSA gets these wrong. And you would think with Ruth, Mantle, you know, Mantles, I don't really see them ever getting those wrong. Those are pretty knock dead. But the Ruths, they do get them wrong from occasion. And I'd like to learn more about the fakes and more about Ruth when I'm spending this much money.
There's
literally like to work a year doing it.
Yeah. So 40K is basically, if you're going to do a single sign. Now, that Babe Ruth ball that I bought back in the summer on Heritage, it had Chief Bender on it too, but I got it almost half with that 40.
And yours is very legible, and probably because Bender was on it. You know, they want it. They really want them.
They want them single
by themselves. They want them.
Walter
single.
Johnson's only 20 apparently.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're into the jerseys.
Yeah, I'm interested in this because we talked about this before. Is that the Mantle?
This is the Mantle that sold for $625,000.
Yeah, so They estimated that one at $1 million. So we kind of talked about this. If you read this, another one small print things. That's a restored jersey that he wore it in 57, and then they turned it into a minor league jersey and took the NY off his chest.
Yeah, it's right down here.
Yeah, they never took the 7 off, they said. So, but it had Mantle stitched in it, and they photo matched it to 1957. So it's a restored jersey. So that's why they didn't get $1 million for it.
Hey, a lot of people in the chat too. Is there any other items that anybody else wants to see? You know, punch in a lot number.
Sammy Thunder wants to see the Seaver jersey, and I'm curious on that one too.
Do we have I didn't see it here, but do we have that lot number?
I think these were all bunched together.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh wow,
that's beautiful.
Oh wow!
Oh, it's about to close here at 73.2 in a few seconds.
Sammy, get a bid in now. You and Mookie. Y'all can split it.
What's the historical? Other than does it come with
see,
pants
that's
too?
got the pants and everything.
So it is 71 game worn and signed.
That's why. Well, it's
they're estimating 50K,
and there you go. So that closed.
Mookie, I saw a pinhole up in the collar.
Look at all those holes in it.
Somebody pinned it to the wall.
I told you the only jersey that I ever had was a Willie McCovey jersey that my grandfather got from his sister, and it was in the closet. And by the time
Congrats,
I got it,
Mookie.
the moths ate it. It was completely eaten. I mean, literally holes big. Yeah, I mean, so for these to last,
I saw those postcards. Man alive, y'all scored on the postcard.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was postcard palooza. Now there's a Yogi Berra jersey that too, but it doesn't have an NY on it. It has a big S. So that's an example. Yeah, there you go. That's the example of one that got turned into a minor league jersey, but they didn't restore it and put the NY back on it.
It still went for $55,000.
Yeah, it's autographed too. So
these are hard to display too, unless you have like just a giant,
gotta have a big, huge frame to put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this.
Darren's dad had some Elston Howard pants.
That's what I
asked him if he ever put them on, like when his dad wasn't home.
Absolutely.
Like, have you guys seen Drew Clean Cheap Shots? I think he did a video where he showed some stuff in his room. He's got a few jerseys in there hanging in like big frames. So
yeah, I don't have any of them. I got my
Darren's
kids' jerseys.
bigger than Elston Howard. He'd kick Elston Howard's ass.
All right, here's some cards that don't end until tomorrow, so everybody's still got a chance to go for it.
Hey, real quick before we get on tomorrow, go back. I'm curious on that Babe Ruth Type 1 photo that they were really hyping up. It's 860.
All right.
Great job tonight, John. You're getting really good at this.
Yeah, you got 80860.
Oh, wait.
Do 860.
That was not the right one.
Yeah, there you go.
Right when I compliment you, you dope. Don't cut me off again.
I guess I'm confused. Where are you saying it's the
860?
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Got it.
Yeah, they had that one at $100,000.
Closed at 70,000.
Yeah, that's not his actual autograph, but it's a 1 of 1, and they say they've reproduced that image over and over again, but that's from the 20 season. That's one of the first photographs of him in a Yankee uniform.
Boy, that was before all the booze and hot dogs.
He was chasing women though.
Oh boy,
go to the one before that, the 859. That's one that I was very interested in too. It's a really rare one.
That's a lot of money for a photo. It closed $70,000.
Yeah, it's $70,000.
Yeah.
Well, this one's still getting bid on. This one is awesome.
It's up to 26.8.
Yeah. So if Chris CRT sports cards still on here, he would love this one because this has got all those Horner images that are on the T206 cards. This is 1903, I believe, the whole American League. So in the middle is Ban Johnson, the American League president. And then the other big pictures are the managers. And then around them, encircling them, is the team. So it's really cool. But anybody could buy those. You could buy them from his studio in Boston. And so that's a really cool piece. What did they have that at? 30,000. So yeah, they're coming in on it. They were today. They were at 9.
I looked at it earlier.
They were at 9,000 a day, and if it was going to stay around 10, I was going to maybe do something, but I ain't doing 30.
122 players, 8 managers: Cy Young, Jimmy Collins, Rube Waddell, Connie Mack, Eddie Plank, Chief Bender, Bring a Friend, It Won't Offender, 80 Joss, Nap Lajoie, Wheelie Keeler.
Congrats to Hot Shot Slayer, who got a 55 Mantle Bowman.
Ooh, nice. You know, here's the thing with the 55 Bowmans. They grow on you anyway. So even if you didn't like it, you probably made a good deal. And like, trust me, one of these days you're really gonna like it. That's a good card. Good set to have.
Yeah, I agree. I love these Bowmans.
I love the set.
All right. Sammy was asking about a Mathewson baseball. Let's just see.
Thanks, Sammy.
Right there.
No, there's a single signed one.
Oh, that's
spot, wasn't there?
That's
maybe
tomorrow.
That was. I thought there was.
No, that's it.
No, okay.
That's
my bad.
One?
Hey, it's just a team ball.
That's awesome.
John, go to 80017. 80017. It's something you don't see very often, very rare. There.
Oh yeah, the bookmark looking one. It sold for 58,560.
Wow.
That thing, the first one was probably found in the 80s, and there's a total of I think 5 PSA graded ones. So when collectors would set collect this, I think there's 40 cards or 29 cards in the set and the 30 cards. This one, they'd always count it as 29 cards in the set because no one could find the Ruth to,
oh, wow.
You know, they probably short printed it like they do the Screw the Kids. I have a Chuck Alexander, Chuck Klein, I'm sorry, Charles Alexander.
The rifleman.
And what's crazy is on the back here, you would put in and mail it to them what this particular player's at the end of the year his batting average would be.
Oh, wow.
Right here, or right there. And actually this one, somebody erased it. And what's interesting is Chuck Klein won the batting title in 33 at 364, 366. But these are tough. I think PSA is like 7 or 12 of these. For the Klein, the Ruth is almost impossible, and you could tell by the price what it went for.
Boy, there's a lot of prime stuff here in the beginning. Like, what about 800-8?
Is that a ice cream card or is it a candy card?
Yeah, it's an ice cream.
Okay, that's so cool.
Wait till you see this card. And I think these cards, like for everybody looking at these, this is a card that has stayed pretty affordable, all in all.
Honestly, that looks like more like one of those new Topps versions of the freaking card.
So I had that one. Let's see what I had on that one. They had that one going at 100,000. So it was going.
It's still going.
It's still going.
It is because people like it. It's a great card, and this is out of you can get a nice one for $1,000.
So where did I have that one at?
Or less. I mean,
so
it could be
that one is
for somebody to pick
that
up
one actually for a PSA 9. It's a pop 23. So there's 23 9s, but the latest sales on that one in May of 24, one sold for 81,000. In February of 24, one sold for $114,000. So this one is far exceeding all of those.
It's got a newer number on it, so it's fresh to the hobby. That's going to cost you 10%.
And dude, the centering on that doesn't get any better on a 54.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This one's
nice.
spot on.
And usually on that card, his face is kind of faded and got a little snow on it.
Right.
And that one is just bright, man.
Let me look at my stupid copy.
I mean, that's where I'm saying this one looks more like it's one of those modern reproductions.
I have a sad one.
It's not shiny,
inexpensive one right here.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's in a 3, and look at this.
Man, that's good.
Centered.
That looks great, though.
Yeah.
Let's see
I
got a 4
in there. It's got some issues, but what the heck, right?
I mean, I'm looking at mine on screen.
Tony's.
Let me take it out of the sleeve real quick.
Mine's a little off center, left to right.
Yeah,
yours is more centered than mine.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's the beauty.
This is nicer than my 7, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'd take either one of your cards and then pocket the $145,000.
Yeah, definitely.
Extra for this one.
I mean, I like mine, but of course I only paid $800 for it though back in the day.
$152K, and it's still got recent bidders. So
got some registry guys going after it.
Yeah,
seems so.
Nice. Anyway, I knew people would like that. That's a pretty rare card. And Jackie, we all love Jackie. Got her white.
And Mookie's right. Mookie said it's a little bit diamond cut. I do see that. It kind of down the right side.
And look, somebody got that in a 5 for $1,000. I didn't see who that was. That was
Hot Shot Slayer got one.
Hot Shot Slayer 54 for 55.
Yeah,
it's probably as nice as this. I mean,
totally nice in a 5, and you still have an extra $151,000.
I mean, come on, what are you doing? A sadder too, but yeah. There's the shoestring. Oh, there's a Michael Jordan.
Yeah, they had some Michael Jordan autograph stuff. And,
let's bring that up because I want to show people just how stupid this is. 800 for one. Let's look at that stupid card.
Oh yeah, which one?
800.
You said
800 for one.
4-1. That's what I thought. What I put in.
They took it down.
It's apparently not in there anymore.
Is that on a want list, or did you go to the lot number?
I went to the lot number
that's
entry.
Where you always go. 800. Yeah, so they took it down. And probably
what was
because it was deemed fake. It was a 1986 Fleer. Even I scoped this out. 86 Fleer Michael Jordan, authentic signature, auto 9. So the thing is with it, I mean, you can't see it now, but it's way off center, first of all. I mean, that's 90-10. But it's signed in pen. Why would anybody want this card signed? You cannot see the damn signature. I mean, literally.
Yeah.
I can't even make out one letter on this. Oh, look, I mean, I can show you. Maybe if you want to see it. I don't know if you can.
Right there.
Who the hell can see
Can't even
that?
see it.
Yeah, they had those signed in blue at the National, and they were real hard to see.
All ridiculous. I mean, those things were so ugly. Anyway, don't get me started with these signatures on cards. I know, Tony, you love them. And
yeah,
the thing is my thing is just make sure you buy something that's legible and you can read the damn thing and it's got a legible signature. I was watching this show last night, a Hobby Hustle documentary. Kind of slow, but it goes into a bunch of different stories about the hobby. And one of the main story characters is a guy that fakes all these signatures. And he looks like at the very end, they show him signing all the names. And he is more prolific than anybody from Operation Bullpen. He was literally from his own memory, not looking at anything, just going on a board and signing LeBron and Jordan and all these guys like it was nothing, literally with these little squiggly lines and shit. And Just, it was embarrassing. He said that JSA was using his signature to, use that as a exemplar. So in other words, like, his work has made its way to these companies' exemplars. So when you got fakes in the exemplars, you're going to have fakes, and all they are, these guys are just signing squiggly lines. People are eating this shit up. They don't realize what a scam autographs were. Literally 30 years ago, and then 10 years ago. It's just, you guys got to be careful with these autographs, is what I'm telling you. Slow down a little.
Hey,
All right,
John,
we got a bunch of things closed.
Some for tomorrow.
Go ahead.
You have some for tomorrow? I have some for tomorrow if you want to.
Yeah, bring those.
Yeah,
up.
I do too. Right now, it looks like there's a bunch of Wagner fans bidding on stuff already on that sucker for tomorrow.
Yeah, those.
These ones are going pretty good.
The Williams is
that one.
That
one is a beauty.
Awesome.
That is so tough.
It is.
To find anything above a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
Is incredible. They're very thin. Came right out of the package.
Oh, blank back apparently.
Ash has one right now. He's asking $20,000 for it in an authentic. It's cut on the bottom. The bottom part is cut off.
I have a Cobb.
Do you?
Yeah.
Also a very desirable card. It's a tough. Those are the only. And then this one.
And this one too. They had it at 40,000. Yeah, they had this one going at 40, and it's already exceeded it.
A really nice one.
Beautiful.
An SGC one just sold of this exact same card less than about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It went for 32,000.
Yeah.
I was bidding it to the ceiling.
And it looked just like that one on the face. It just had a little paper loss on the back.
It was nicer.
I agree.
But it had a little paper loss on the back.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to go for 20 grand, and I'm bidding up there and getting in like 30,000. It didn't even make it to the end. So I don't know. I think my time is over trying to get a nice one. But that is just a spectacular card, much like the one you have, that M116. That's on my want list this year. We'll see if I can make it happen. Gonna have to release the hounds on that. Unfortunately.
What's the 80149? 80149. It's the 27 Ruth American Caramel. These are tough.
Yes. It's going. I have one.
That's why I'm bringing it up to see if I'm making any money here.
Well, yeah, you are. I've been bidding on those. I'm that one too. I've been bidding on those for months.
This one is so tough.
So far, it's a 20K, but
wow.
Yeah, this one I've been working towards this.
It's the last year American Caramel 27. Mm-hmm. Probably they went out of business. I think they sold their company the next year. So I don't think they produced as many as the 22 montage. Yeah. I think it's like half the Pop Report.
And it's a little bit bigger. It's the same thing, other than it's a close up. This one has a little crease up in the top by his head, but the centering's impeccable. And I was hoping to look.
It has a little gloss to it. Any of these cards are tough, and that's a beautiful card.
There's still a chance I could possibly make a play for that tomorrow night. We'll see. Even with that crease, and there's that crease.
Yeah, there it is.
But I mean, a lot of that. Centering. I don't know if that's I think that's because of the gloss. It might be just the gloss on those things.
Okay.
Because I've seen them like that. I think even mine, the one has it a little bit, and it's not a crease so much. It's like a crack in the
for
the
me,
gloss,
I would rather be somewhere around 12 to 15,000 on a 1.5 or a 2. That may have a little back damage and may not be as centered, but I mean, that's me. I like to save a little money, but for 20 grand, and it's a 21 now. I think it could go to 30. What is the, if you could check out what is it that they say that it's supposed to, their estimate on the bottom there?
Oh yeah, at 25K and up is what they say.
So it's not quite there yet. Probably it'll get there.
Does it say the pop on those? I can't even read that.
I didn't do the research on these
because very low.
Yeah.
There's 8 in the very good grade. total pop of 22 submissions.
22.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
That is crazy.
That's PSA, and there's probably a handful in SGC too.
And I think the other one, Montage, is probably total with all. It's probably like 100. The 22 Montage. So you got a quarter of what. Anyway, another one. If I can come up with one, it's a 80150. 80150. It's the York Ruth Type 2.
Yeah, and that's a higher.
It's very rare too, compared to the Type 1.
What was the middle number?
I'm sorry, 80150.
Okay,
80150.
Okay.
That one there.
Boy, we've got another 68 3D Clemente coming. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now that's in good shape, but the centering's off, but I don't care. But I do care about the price.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have a Type 2. I bought one, but it didn't have the Type 2 on it. It just had the York. And you can tell the difference because of where it's positioned on the back. It's flip-flop depending if it's a Type 1 or Type 2.
Oh, wow.
So it's not
how you
labeled.
tell. And when they graded it,
PSA?
they just put type. Didn't put a type.
Was it PSA?
Yeah.
Dan said Type 2 is 1928. So even the flip's wrong.
Yeah. So you'd be the back. The back, it's flipped. Whatever
Right.
flip flop. The way the direction is of the advertisement.
Thanks, Dan. I didn't realize that.
So that's how you kind of tell. But anyway, what's that one going for roughly?
Right now,
18.9.
18.3, and they're
18.3.
estimating at least 20 on this.
So it's going to go over that.
Yeah.
And the pop is really low.
These are really nice. I mean, and the fact that they're 3s and 4s we're looking at here.
Because I make just my little rant here. If you go, I don't do the set registry at all, but I have a bunch of Ruth cards. Okay, so I kind of compare what I have to people in the set registry, or just see what's on the master set. Cards I don't have, and the Type 2 and the Type 1, they give it just as much credit, whatever the point system is there, even though one is, twice as tough to find than the other one. They give it equal amount of points. And I see that a lot on a lot of Ruth cards. They're really scarce. It could be a pop of that buttercream, for instance, could have the same as like a Goudey point system. It's just kind of crazy that they don't weight it depending on the
that's
rarity.
a scam.
I mean, it's just a crazy. I mean, I think they did it. They just never updated it. So I think people will be pissed off if they get in there right now and go, "Hey, we got to change this because of the disparity on the pop and the cost of the card and everything else."
Yeah.
But how they determine that is way off.
There's also some nice ice cream cards coming tomorrow night. They have that beautiful Gehrig. They have the whole set. Oh, look at this Gehrig. Oh, you did have it. So it's still fairly reasonable. I think
it's
George
just like the picture on our W502. So
George was saying they just sold the 7 that they had. They had a beautiful 7 at the show. Him and his friend Eric, and they sold it to Ash. Ash put I don't know. They probably sold it for $15,000, and he has a $19,000 price tag on it. So this is at what 20,000 now with the
it's already over 20.
That's and it's nice. It's centered. Now
they're estimating 25.
I did get this reholder, being that we're amongst friends here. It's really hard to find these centered. I do happen to just have a yin yang. So let's take a look at that.
It's a nice one.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's a 4, new holder. And I thank you, PSA. You didn't butcher it in the holder. So I like the way you put it in there. This is a great set, as you well know. Everybody's looking for these. There's a nice Ruth in there too. That's really reasonable. It's off center. I think they call it an M.
How many people are in the chat right now?
Got 40.
40.
God, should I say what I'm bidding on or skip it on eBay?
Yeah. Who cares? I mean, we're all bidding on everything we're showing.
No better bidder. I'm bidding on a that W502 Ruth on eBay. It's a 5.
Oh, wow.
Oh, on
Probably
eBay.
shouldn't
Yeah.
have told
On
me
eBay.
that. I already probably shouldn't have told me that. I already have a big mega bid in there at the I have a snipe bid.
Do you
Oh
really?
boy. Yeah.
Oh,
There's
you
a
can-
Gehrig in there too, the 7.
Huh?
There's a Gehrig in there too, right?
Yeah, there's a Garrick in there.
Yeah, we don't want to look at this. I thought we were talking about the auction.
That one right there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Well, one of us
That
has
is-
to win it. 'Cause, I mean,
No,
I
you
hate
probably
that-
win it. You're going to bid over me anyways.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I already have a mega bid in there. But because I like to snipe, I don't have it. I like it, but boy, you shouldn't have told me that.
I know it, but I opened my mouth for it.
Now I feel bad. I mean, at least you would have let me know. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm not going to go in and adjust my bid. How's that? I'm just kidding.
No, I mean,
so if you can, and I always bid fair market value. So
well, you'll probably get it because I won't.
you
bid
never.
that
I don't
high.
know. Maybe I didn't bid high enough. I don't know.
Well, why don't you just tell us what your bid was, Petty?
All right.
Yeah.
You want me to go? with it?
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I mean, let's just take our bids out and just let somebody else win it for 2,500.
I mean, we're all among friends, right?
And there's
Nobody's
another
good.
one in there
Sure.
with 7,000.
That thing ain't going for 2,500. I hate to tell you
No,
that.
it's
No,
gonna
there's
go
no
for-
way.
Maybe pre-pandemic, probably around like 2018 or something like that, maybe, but
Yeah.
not now.
Mine's got a very crooked number in it in there.
Hi, Jeremy.
All right, so let's talk more about.
You can always
the,
rewatch it. You know.
John,
yeah.
check out the 67 Clemente. I'm sorry. The
the 3D?
It's the 68 3D. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's 80166.
this is a beautiful card.
I mean, it's already way over what they estimated. They estimated that one at 30. It was at 43 at 6 p.m.
Yeah, you can't get these anymore. These are done. I mean, these were
Yeah.
$20,000, for a nice one like this. Now look at this.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
43.9K, and
What
it still
is
closes
it?
tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. On
Yeah,
a
that's
card that
crazy.
could potentially crack. Boy, that's a beautiful card, I'll tell you.
There you go.
Mickey's right. You want to go in partners?
I say we don't live that far apart. We can drive each other.
No.
Well, do they have that high-speed train built yet for you guys to?
That thing is like never gonna happen. Oh,
I wish it was that roof though. I wish it was in a 2. There's a few out there lower.
I know.
Because I don't
I
really
know.
want to pay up for when you can. But they don't
Well,
come up for auction very often. But
No one has
I don't
bought a
need a
card in
5.
this auction tonight, Jeremy. We're just
It was a-
gawking
it
at
was a
very
4, but it looked
expensive
like a
things.
5. Yeah.
hey, can
You
I
drop
give you
one
another
more.
one?
Wow.
Well, sure.
See if Petty's bed, and he's not being on.
Don't
How about
don't show the Gehrig.
8272? 8272, same auction, the Heritage.
I don't think I'm bidding on this.
8272.
No, this is nice though.
The
Wow.
Boston.
Oh yeah, man.
No,
Who is
you
that?
never see those.
Who is that one?
This is Ed Konechki.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Ugh.
the Shoeless Joe one is like off the
Yeah,
chart
you can't even
expensive.
touch it. Look,
I mean,
at how
that one will
beautiful it is.
you never see those.
You never.
Because they
I
go
see
in
them
the
at the
collection.
National. Some guy has them like more as a display, more or less.
Yeah.
But
Well, now that you gave up on that Ruth W502, you might as well go for this.
yeah,
I'm just
That's
kidding.
cool.
It's nice, and right next to it is a
that's a
beautiful
beauty.
Polo Grounds Joe Jackson right next to it, the next lot over.
Oh, that
boy,
and
I
I
guess.
that's interesting too.
Oh
'Cause
no,
that's
it's
it.
actually the 74.
there
It's actually
Yeah,
that one. But
that Cracker
well,
Jack is.
let's go back to let's look at this.
Hey, you want this Cracker
first.
Jack a lot?
Yeah, let's look at it.
I would love to get that. I mean, those are high grades, man, for Cracker Jacks.
Well,
Those
there's your
floors.
chance to go all in on a.
It's
You wanted to collect that set. You've got two of the key cards.
I know, but the key is on that one. It's a mix between 15s and 14s.
Oh.
So, but I mean, I don't care. Whatever.
I didn't realize.
Who's in that lot? Who's the big player? I can't even see.
There's a couple of Hall of Famers in there. Yeah,
that's a three.
Right next to him on the right, next to him, right in the middle, right there.
That's Ricky, ain't it?
Yeah, that's an expensive card right there.
Ricky.
That's an expensive card right there.
Yeah, and there's Zach Wheat to the right.
Zach Wheat, yeah.
And I think Mordecai Brown's in that one.
Rabbit Moranville's a Hall of Famer.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Branch Rickey, I saw.
And there's the one that Orlando loves.
Yeah, Armando Marsans.
Yeah.
You buy that and just keep the ones you want and sell the others.
By the way,
these sell in a minute, as you know.
Is Orlando not the nicest dude in the world?
Yeah, he really is. Is he
he's awesome. I hadn't seen him on here.
He's the one that got me on the YouTube. I was never showing my face until he came on and talked.
Well, he gets up early and does those morning walks. So
the guy's like 80 pounds soaking wet. I mean,
that Branch Rickey. A lot of people. I know a few people. Mangini and George want that particular.
Yeah, I'd love to have that.
So what do you think about that, Tony? What do you think about buying a lot to kick your Cracker Jack set off?
Yeah, there was one in an REA auction like a couple months ago, and they're getting. Those Cracker Jacks, man, are going high.
They are. They've never stopped. The last 3 years have been out of control. So this is a pretty nice card right here.
Yeah, I've got that one.
Yeah.
In a 1.
But see, I'd rather have it in a 1. What makes yours a 1? I know you showed it.
It's just got a little bit of damage to it, but I mean, it ain't really got any paper loss.
No,
it's got a wrinkle.
You can't even see what makes it a 1.
You really can't. I mean, I'll tell you, I'll take that all day long. I'm not paying $7,000 for that because it's a 9.
That's probably going to go about 10.
Yeah.
Well, the estimate was,
but they're hard to find in a 1.
So.
They're hard to find. You spend a long time trying to find those in a 1.
Oh yeah, it's harder to find a low grade for those cards than the higher grade.
Than a higher grade, it really is.
In a plain day Jackson, that's the way to go.
Because they all sat inside the game box for so long that they got preserved.
Yeah,
so
exactly right. I've got the where's the other one? I've got the Tom Barker, and it's in a 1 as well. But see, it got wet, so it's got a little bit of back damage, and whatever card was in front of it, the red bled onto it.
Right.
But I don't care.
And I have that one too. That was the only one I could afford.
But some older comments. Mookie's waiting for the 4D Clemente.
No shit, I don't blame him. Me too.
It's like Theo came around. It's late night for him.
Yeah, thanks, Theo. And Theo, I saw something in the chat here. He mentioned about the Clemente. He saw somebody spend $50,000 on one.
Man.
So 30,000 was a low estimate. So,
was that Jason that bought that for that much, or?
I'm not sure. And I don't know what Tony. So yeah, 50. That's a lot of money.
I'll take my Denny's Clemente any day.
And Dan says that 18K is super low there for now. That the Cracker Jack lot has a lot of breakup value, and he would know that. He follows that more than we do. And you know how those cards, like I said, I would never worry about trying to sell those. They sell.
Well, that one wasn't closed until tomorrow, so it's got a lot of room to shoot up there.
Run. Boy, there's a buttercream. The Yingling.
Orlando's been working on his roasting game.
Well, I saw a picture today. He was hanging out with Mangini, so that's kind of scary.
Oh,
maybe
were they?
he is. Yeah.
Mac Wax Stacks.
Oh, they must all be together today. That's right. I think they were Mangini when they were hanging out there. Everybody goes to Florida. You guys all go to Florida.
Well, yeah, that's where it's warm this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give you one more?
Yeah, keep going.
Sure.
8487. Would you guys bid on this?
8487.
Die cut.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
See, it's missing the bottom part.
Yeah, but I like it. I think this
no,
is
I'm just saying, but you would
Yeah.
fold it over so it'd stand up, you know.
in
But
this particular piece with a Babe
it's missing the
Ruth,
tab, but the tab's
most
pretty
definitely.
long.
I don't need the tab on this.
If it had the
look at
tab,
that
would it
shot.
fit in
That's
a
cool looking?
Yeah, it is. Would it fit in a standard slab if it had the tab on it though, or would it make the slab longer?
It would make it twice as long.
Right. So it kind of fits in your box better.
So yeah. So you basically would fold it over and put it, put it loop through back, that type of thing. And I've seen them both graded with it folded over or a long, very long slab. But that's cut there. They cut it correctly, but it's not.
What's the year on that?
It's 34.
Oh wow, that's cool.
What's it going for?
Well, I think it was a 2,500 on there.
Right now it's at 29.28, and it's estimated to go over 4K. So,
Petty, go for that one, man.
Bargain for a Ruth item.
You're the die cut boy. I don't want to use all my budget.
Petty, if you use your money on that, he can get the eBay card.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what he's doing.
He might get it anywhere.
Nobody's been going for any of the cards tonight, Theo. Just gawking at the expensive stuff.
Anyone?
I'll talk tonight.
I want to loan if anyone's going for any of these cards.
Which box are we talking about?
I don't know.
The Zion box. I got it out of the safe, so I've got all my stuff right here, right beside me. Just depends on what you want to see.
There, apparently you're getting a residual check from your Chippendale dancing days, Mike. So
yeah, I'm the Chris Farley dancer.
He's still got the bow tie. Hey, try 80155.
155. Oh, Leaf near complete set.
Yeah,
97 out of 98. Which one is missing?
The satchel page. So
okay.
But still, man. I mean, I know that's a lot of money right there, but they're all like 4 grades. That Larry Doby, that's a short print.
Yeah.
And to have that in that grade, man, usually he looks like the Terminator and has like 2 little dot eyes on him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there was
that Hal Newhouser's one of the most expensive rookie cards in the post-war registry thing.
Yeah, and that one's usually jacked up looking too.
And that's without the page?
Yeah, it's the only one it's missing is the page. So that'd be cool.
Ouch.
Like if you want a leaf set, I don't remember how many. I mean, the lowest graded card in that lot right there in that set is the Jackie, and I think it's a 2.
Yep, good 2.
Yeah, it's a center 2. It's just got soft corners. So yeah, it's a good set, man. If anybody's, I love that set.
I know you have me reading that book. I'm still reading it, even though it's for 4th graders, the Leaf book.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of really good info in there, even though
I still need the Dobie. I need the mutual. Yeah, there is. That guy's really nice. He's on that.
Dang, he got a 6 on the Newhouser. How much does that go for?
Yeah,
that's what I'm telling you, man. That Newhouser usually looks like they didn't know how to print a card. It's so
it's usually like sort of 2 images looking.
Yeah. In his eye looks like a dot.
A 3D.
Yeah. So yeah. That's a good set, man.
Yeah. The Slaughter looks a little weird.
Boy, he looks like he's 80 there, and that was in 48. George Kell, Feller. I don't really. I forgot. You have the Feller, anybody?
I don't. I've got some 48s. I don't have the
I only have.
I need that mutual is what I need.
Me too.
But I'm trying to hold out because again, I'm getting into these signed vintage. I want a signed one.
You want a signed mutual? You think?
I want.
You should be able to find. You should be able to find one of those. He signed a lot.
Yeah, they're out there.
Was there a Clemente jersey? I know there was a Mazeroski from the '60 World Series. I guess.
I know. I think there's a Clemente used bat. I don't remember if there's a jersey or not.
Give us a number, Theo.
How about
Hold on. Let me tell Theo something real quick. Theo, I'm hoping you're listening. TJ is online today, threw down the gauntlet of Roberto Clemente collection, and I think he's going after your crown. So I think I need a rebuttal video in order for you to stay on that throne. That's just what I'm saying. So
he saw it. He does. Theo's still the king of Clemente.
Sorry, Rick. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, it's fine. How about 8162? 8162.
Theo said, I saw the video and sold my collection.
Got so depressed he threw it all out. I'm out.
John, go after this. I mean, Petty, go after this one, man.
I don't like Mancos. You know, I'm not into.
Look at that
Manco things. That's 50. It is nice. I look at the price on that.
That's
I don't
unreal.
have that kind of money.
That's a buddy I know on Instagram that's selling that. So
is that right?
Yeah, I hope he gets max money for it.
Well, it seems like he already is.
Yeah. What did they say it was going to go for? What did they estimate? 40?
40,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So they're getting close.
It's already there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's good for him.
In the bad holder, swimming in the holder. The new fresh to the hobby.
Yeah.
The 3. Nice card though. Jackie. Boy, that is a beauty. You don't see those every day. And there's a nice signed mantle. You have a 58 signed mantle, don't you, Tony?
Yeah. Yeah. It's ballpoint pen.
There's one here, then a Sharpie. The one right next to it, 6'3". Whoops, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's going for way under what they had estimated it.
Well,
the root's still going.
Somebody's still bidding it up.
It keeps going. So it's getting a little.
That Walter Johnson's still going too. That M101 Walter Johnson.
People aren't letting those go. They're battling.
That Walter Johnson's up to 85,000.
Holy shnikes! That's bidding closed. No, not closed.
Wow.
No, the Joe Jackson. It is done. It got 100. Just where they said it would.
That seems to be his limit these days. This one,
well,
other than that,
that's
on some of those cards.
That M101. That's a lot for one of those.
Is it
for a sporting news? Yeah, it's just because of the being a 7.
7.
That registry is important.
So. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
to some people.
On that, when you're collecting that, those guys.
All right. We have any other lots of interest?
Well, let's look at that 58 signed mantle, 80163. It was right next to the Manco. There's a bunch of signed stuff. There's a 59 bazooka set. There's a 60 signed. There's a 9 Nolan Ryan rookie card. There's a lot of 10 Garvey. I think Darren would probably be interested in some of those.
Yeah, that's
signed right over his face.
That's
what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna sign that thing?
Let me find mine.
Yours is ballpoint, right? Isn't that didn't you have that signed in person? Or you had that 59 signed in person?
Yeah, the 59 I had signed in person.
Yeah.
They're estimating 25K on this one, and it's only at 9 so far.
And the only reason that is because of the grade of the autograph. Put it high on the pop charts.
And
because this one, mine is a 9.
I'll give that one a 9. I'll give yours. I'll give yours a 10, and I'll give theirs a 9.
But yeah, it's a 2.9. So
yeah,
that one's just got the grade points higher for the registry. That's all it amounts to.
Yeah, I mean it's great. But this is a Sharpie, obviously, but I don't like the ends a little smushed. That makes it a 9 for me.
Well, usually if that Sharpie gets on the border, they discount it. So I don't know how I got a 10.
Oh, really? You mean if it gets on that border? On the white border?
Man. Yeah. I mean, look at my Sharpie one.
Okay.
This one got a 9. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's the one. That's the one he signed for me in person, and they told me because it's solid. There's no like where he let up on it. But it touched the border, so they gave it a 9.
And that's a 10 all day long.
It's the same.
You see how your end is not smushed.
That's the dumbest thing. I mean, if it went off the card, that would be a little different.
Yeah, right. Or if the pen skipped or something, that's just embarrassing. Those grades are the dumbest thing for the autographs. I mean,
yeah, they did mine at the National. I did that 1-day thing, so I didn't have to mail it.
Well, that's good. I wouldn't want that thing out.
Could you imagine? He did it in person, and they say it's a fake.
Man, my best friend, him and his dad did the whole card circuit thing back in the 80s, and he has sent some of those off. He watched the guy sign it, and they're coming back fake.
Well, that's the way they do it. And now this is an obvious.
I've got 10. That one too.
This is it.
This one is 10 also. Ballpoint 10.
Ballpoint. So are you trying to collect ballpoint?
Man, I got this one off Facebook. This one was raw.
You told me that story. Now, see, if you would have known me then and you would have sent a copy to me and said, hey, what do you think of this signature? I would have told you, instead of you gambling, you would have known it was real.
Well, yeah, I paid $2,000 for this one.
Yeah, holy shit. And I'd rather have it in pen.
And that one's up to 19.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Too bad about that.
Yeah.
You know what they say?
Hey, just drive my comps up.
Even the losers get lucky sometimes. There's that again.
There you go.
Next to that is a Nolan Ryan. So that stayed about there, 43.
Hey,
you need one of these, Theo. Huh?
Theo, do you have one of those? I saw TJ had one. Not to rub it in. Theo doesn't have one.
No, Theo didn't collect early enough to get in on those.
I've got a fake one in my shadow box. That's all I'm ever.
These things are going nuts.
Yeah,
those are.
But Theo said $50,000 is the comp that he saw. Somebody buy it. His buddy Jason, I think. And then right next to that is the Nolan Ryan 9. I wanted to see. Let's critique that real quick.
Sorry, Dan. I didn't mean anything by that. I was just playing with Theo.
All right. So what about this one? Darren's going to be happy when he sees this price. He's got a 9.
Oh, wow.
61 grand.
He's got an SGC beautiful 9, nicer than this because it's Darren's.
Well, SGC, doesn't that make it be about a third since it's not, on the registry?
I don't know. It's all about eye appeal. Maybe, but I mean, that's a sweet card right there.
Wait, this is Milton Bradley version.
Oh, that's what it is. That's rare.
Is that rare? Not really.
It's more
rarer than the normal tops.
Oh, really?
It's more like the Venezuelan.
Oh, I did not know that was.
Turn it over on the back. Look at the back of that. That's how you tell those Milton
color.
Bradley. I think that it almost looks off cut, off center or something usually. Well, maybe I'm wrong.
And there was something I think it's more the color.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, are they yellow on the border normally?
I don't know.
Yeah, but they're not like that.
Let me look.
That's like a bright yellow.
If I can find mine.
The Kuzma rookie card is gorgeous.
Yeah, this. Oh, so normally it's
Rick's got one out. Rick has his. No, that's Tony. I'm sorry. You got yours out.
Kind of a paler,
orange looking.
Right.
Yeah, this is a 4.
Yeah, that's what I have. I got a 4 too. That's a nice 4 though.
Yeah, just mid grades, man. That's where I live.
Yeah, me too.
In the golden era. I don't need a 10.
No. I love the ballpoint too, Theo. The ballpoint pen. If you're going to get a signature, you want a nice ballpoint in the sweet spot.
All right. Here's one for the PSA registry folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
It's not going grand for but second year Garvey.
But scroll down and see what they were saying it was going to go for. I don't think it's going near as what they
30
said.
Yeah,
30. Yeah.
For a now, this was in a high series. They were hard to get. We didn't get them in the West Coast. They never came out.
Really?
Yeah. They had the first 4 series and series 5 and 6. They never came out. And so we just stopped collecting, moved on to the next thing, hockey or whatever it was. So football. So this is at 15. So it's not it's tomorrow anyway. It's not over.
Was that 55-45 here, or
yeah?
It's,
So
yes.
does
it's
that
close.
mean?
yeah, it should be.
And it's an old grade with a new holder. It looks like it's got a bat cut on the bottom. Look at the left corner left. Is that an optical illusion or is it just me?
I think it's just the slab, that little tab
Okay.
on the slab.
It could be. Yeah, I don't know. It looks a little
Yeah,
batty
it's
to
just
me.
a little plastic
It's a
reflection
shadow
Look
from
over
it.
there,
yeah.
the bat. There it is. The bat got him. I don't know. It looks batty. A little trimmed. You can always. I don't buy bat cuts.
Was this another registry
That's a
card here?
cello pack with him on the top.
What about
Oh,
804?
okay.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a cello pack. What about 80497? Tony said he was looking at one of these. And then we could look at a really bad leaf Jackie while we're at it too. 3D Jackie.
Yeah,
But
that's sweet.
I mean, does
there.
that mean it's not signed?
No, I would have that one in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
but
I mean, but it's not really. Is it centered? I mean, for that year, it's pretty centered.
it's
right?
close enough for
Yeah.
that 49 leaf set.
Right. With
Yeah,
that
looks
deep blue.
looks similar to Adam Vintage Sanctuary, only it's missing the pinhole that he has. So,
Which, once again, if you can get a 1 or 1.5 of the pinhole, it looks like that for 500 or whatever he paid. Probably might have paid less. I'll take it. You know, Mookie's really opened up a whole new world for me with pinholes too.
Yeah, I do. I know.
You know,
He doesn't just collect them, but he does the forensic exam and try to figure out how they pinned it and why. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like when he does that.
You know, because it's got the different types of pins.
Yeah.
You either have the little tiny pins, you got the big thumbtack, you have the what are these kind of crazy pins?
some more leaf Jackies, some lower grade ones.
Yeah, let's look at that 4.5.
The two
that's
going for 10K.
Wow.
Which they estimated 8. And the 4.5 is at 15,000 already.
But look at that thing.
You see the registration.
Blow that up.
It's got like double vision going on there, doesn't it?
Look at that thing. Look at the red on that. That looks
so
horrible.
That is a later print because it's a blob of blue on his hat and you don't have the detail of. Here's mine. Mine's an early print, Jackie.
Demonized too.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So there's my 4.5.
Oh, that's monumentally better.
But see how you see the texture of his hat? It's not just a blob. It almost looks like blue jeans.
I think I have mine here too somewhere.
What was the one we showed? Was it when we were talking ourselves, or the 7 and the 7.5? Was that tonight or tomorrow, or what?
Yeah, those ones ended tonight. Those
what was
are
that
up here.
final one?
I think they both closed for the same amount.
Same amount.
Oh, where are those at?
Because the 7.5 definitely.
Yeah.
Looked
there we
good.
go.
Yeah, that was nice.
Here's the 7.
That was nice. 85.
And then the 7.5, and they both finished at the same.
85 even.
85,400.
Here's my lowly 3 that I just picked up.
That's beautiful though, man.
Not bad though. No, what about the hat on this? Tell me about the blue.
Does it look like blue jeans with a little bit of texture, or does it look like a blob? It looks like the blue jean one.
Put my blue jeans on.
Yeah, you got an early
blue.
Yeah, you got an early print one. The ones that are later prints are just a blob of color on it.
So I got beat on that one, right?
So what Rick was talking about earlier about the cards being a type 1 and type 2, there's actually type 1 and type 2s in that set right there. And we know that by the way they're printed and sometimes by the background colors. And so the guy that wrote that relief book, he's trying to get the card grading companies to designate those because one's rarer than the other. And they haven't done it.
No,
of course, they haven't even changed it to a 49 yet, and we know it's a 49 without a doubt.
So damn,
they were not released in 48.
Yeah,
fact,
that's what they're saying.
even on my Jackie, if you look at the back of that,
yeah,
the copyright's 49. And it says stuff about him that in there that has to do with his 48th season. It couldn't have been on there. Look, I have a sticker.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
oh, there you go.
No,
The sticker
look at
makes it
that.
better.
Woo!
PWCC.
There's
a sticker.
But see down there on the bottom, copyright 1949. So how's that a 48?
Well, doesn't the SGC do both years 48?
They
49?
say 48, 49, right?
Yeah, but if you put it in VCP, you got to put 48, or they won't even find it.
You do.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
They're
all 49s.
Well, what about this one? You have this one too, Tony.
Yeah, the Bond Bread.
Yeah. Now, why don't you? I'm sure if you have yours handy, why don't you show yours so you can show the holder and why are these authentic?
So which one you want to see?
Minimum. I want to see the Bond Bread.
I mean, which one?
Oh, you have two. Okay. So I didn't realize you had two.
Yeah, I got two. I picked up another.
Why is the one on the
now
left?
he's flexing.
Yeah, I'm flexing now.
Why is that one authentic minimum size?
It's just, I guess it's just smaller. But man, the way these, I don't know. I've never measured it.
Well, they're exactly the same. As my point is, one was graded earlier than the other. They stopped grading these. And the thing is, now what color is your backs on those? Are they white or are they cream?
They're cream.
Yeah.
The cream ones are the real ones. They're kind of they're white. This one, this one is kind of messed up. Yeah, they're white, but they're not pure white. You know, they're old white.
The ones that are cream color with that are square. From what I read on Net 54, I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert on it.
Those aren't.
But they're not real, and they're still. But they're grading those, and they're calling. I don't know. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on these Bond Breads, and so until further notice, I'm not buying any more of them.
Well, nobody's faking a Joe Gordon, so this is what my the back of my Joe Gordon looks like.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I've got a Pee Wee Reese too. Let me find it.
Yeah, and Greg Midlife will be happy to know that 5 Bond Bread Yogi that he wanted me to buy for $600. When I was in Sacramento, showed up today in Long Beach. The guy just bought it from another dealer. He said he paid $800 for it. I told him I'll give you $900. He said no thanks.
Dang.
And there you go. So he wanted to hold it. He had it for $1,000 and. These dealers, man, they go around buying all shit from other dealers.
Hey, Tony, I thought you were gluten-free right there. So.
That 7.5 is sharp, though. I like that one. The more I look at it. It's tough.
Hey, Mark Hoyle's here. Late night, huh?
My God, what is he doing up still?
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. almost for you guys, East Coast guys.
Hoyle? Boy.
Yeah, I'm 8 minutes from midnight.
Well, it's a bewitching hour where losses become wins and wins become losses.
I do like the way this shuts down, though. It's the fairest of any auction, giving you 30 minutes. Golden, they do it, but it's a little faster and it gets shorter as it goes. I can't stand now for you guys on the West Coast. REA doesn't bother y'all, but me, man,
it still bothers me.
I can't stand that.
And some people like Dan, they don't like Heritage because he feels that they shill bid, which they say in their rules they can.
Yeah. Oh, I love REA now. They ship your stuff out faster than any other auction house. Them and Love the Game. But the way they close that auction is horrible, man.
Love of the Game takes longer than anybody.
What is the point of the 3-hour extended bidding with the whole auction?
They want everybody. They want every lot to close. That's never going to happen. It's just like a way to just, I don't know.
And honestly, they're getting less bids on them, man, because I got to go to bed, man. Once it gets 1 a.m., I'm not staying up. I just put the highest bid I can get, and I always lose. But if they would do it like this, it gets that competition going. And sometimes, man, I'll go way over what I thought I was going to bid.
Right. I agree with you. Anyway, they each do whatever's best for them. The one thing I will say about Heritage too is like with my winnings, they've been sending them like lightning fast. my check is in the mail like on a Monday or Tuesday at the latest. Their items show up by Friday before they even have my check.
Yeah.
And that's
Ruth
literally how
Rookie's
they've
still
been.
not done.
Nope.
We're
Wow.
at 1.37 mil.
Is the
Getting a
Walter
little-
Johnson still going? Yep. Golly, man.
Yeah.
Oh my
85.4 on that. Yeah.
That is crazy.
That really, I mean, out of the two cards though, the Johnson is nicer, obviously, but they graded higher. And
It's getting close to closing, so maybe that could be
yeah,
it.
maybe we can stick around and watch this. I have a monster at my door here.
Oh, we still got 32 people in here. That's crazy.
Wow. Anybody
Especially with all the-
anybody want to see anything? Anybody in the chat who's sticking around?
See you, Pastor Craig.
Good night.
Apparently, Jeremy's dream for Strongsville pickup is a voided petty check. So
I'll bring him one.
Jeremy's awesome, by the way. He's
I love
always so positive. He always leaves a comment, on my videos I make.
Yeah,
and
I got a chance. You're gonna like him in person too. He's a really neat guy. I've met
and
him
look,
out in
all of us
Sacramento,
except
Craig.
Petty make videos, and when you get
Yeah.
people that give you complimentary stuff, even if they're lying, it makes you feel good. So
It really does. It's a thankless job that you guys do.
Yeah.
well, honestly, with as many live streams as Petty goes on now, he appears more often on YouTube than I do. So
well, you need to watch Four Collectors tomorrow night. This is a little tease. Watch Four Collectors tomorrow night. I'm going to be on there with Theo, and I'm dropping a thing that's going to be it's a new thing I'm going to do, and it'll be a surprise. Y'all
Dropping
see
a
it.
bomb, huh? Bomb.
Yeah.
Garrett's asking if we're all going to Strongsville. Clearly, I am with Four Collectors Trade Night Saturday night at Strongsville. I will be there.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
looking
be
forward
there.
to that. Rick's not going from the West Coast, but yeah, we'll be there. Looking forward to it. We're gonna watch.
Hey,
this
Andrew
countdown.
Deutsch in the house.
Hey,
Late
Andrew.
arrival.
Good evening.
What's up, Andrew? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see everybody again I was jazzed after going to the National this last year. So
John,
I
I'll
can
tell you this,
imagine.
buddy. All y'all did those videos after Strongsville. I know Greg did one, and Sammy and you last year. I think Sammy did. But just watching all those videos, just being a guy that was a commenter back then, and I didn't create anything, was one of the impetuses for me to start making videos, man. I saw how much fun y'all were having in the community you had. And I thought, man, I'd love to have something like that. So I saw all that, and then y'all announced you were doing that get together at the National, and I thought, I'm going to that thing. I want to meet some of these guys. And I don't know, Petty, were you there, Mike?
I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Okay.
there.
I remember meeting John. John, you had that
I-
big chain on your neck and had like a card on it.
that was a whirlwind event for me. So I'm sorry, I don't remember me.
No, I know you don't remember me. You wouldn't, but I did meet you. I said hello to you, and you were walking around meeting everybody. And so, anyways, it was.
Well, it's like Aaron. Aaron, I met him and his friend Joe in Strongsville. Had some great chats with them. I love those guys. And he said he was thinking about starting a channel. And I mean, look at the cards he has, and look at the channel he started and some of the things he's done. Aaron, I mean, he's done.
Hey, we got 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
This is going to count down.
It's over.
I think that's
Ding,
it.
ding, ding,
grand.
ding, ding,
Yep.
ding, ding.
85.4.
It doubled the book, huh?
Thanks, Dan.
They were
I appreciate
estimating
you, buddy.
20,000 down here.
Quadrupled the book.
Man,
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow. Well, somebody's really gotten a bidding war on that, huh?
Well, somebody sold that sucker's happy. Man.
Well, I haven't gotten to meet Petty in person yet. So
I hadn't
No,
either.
but we've talked for hours.
oh yeah.
So
You're gonna have
much.
standing room only at that YouTube get together in Strongsville, John. You better have a lot of food.
We'll see.
We went through that pizza in Cleveland real fast.
Oh, I know, that ice cold hard pizza.
Well, the latest agreement we got is that we can bring in outside food, and
That's good.
the best solution, I'm thinking, there is a Costco that is only a mile away.
Awesome.
So,
And what are you going to do? Like get a platter, like a deli platters, or what are you going to do with that? Get pizzas there?
oh yeah, they do pizzas in the food court, and I recently saw in my local Costco somebody picking up like 30 something.
There you
pizzas
go.
that
And at least
on
their
a
pizza's
flat.
good. Their pizza's good, and if it's cold, it doesn't matter.
So,
How many
yeah,
people are y'all thinking? You have any idea yet?
we have no idea because I mean we're going to be producing the flyer that the show's actually going to pass out to everybody that goes to the show.
Oh,
So
dang. Wow. How many tables does that show have?
I've never been.
I think maybe a couple hundred, maybe 150. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say, but it's just a picture an ice rink.
Yeah.
It's literally
not that
on an
big.
ice rink. So
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, I mean, they have the tables. There's enough room to walk around, like a couple of aisles and back and forth. I mean, you could run the whole room and see everything in probably an hour, hour and a half. But then, you'll see as you keep looking, you keep walking, and then you run into you're walking with one guy. And
Well, Adam here was asking about Chantilly. That's nowhere near me, so I don't know.
I've never been there.
Now, I mean, the guy that knows about Chantilly lace is Sammy Thunder. He goes there all the time. I mean, look, these guys on the West Coast or on the East Coast, they get all these really good shows for vintage. That's why Strongsville for us has been, something that we look forward to because we don't get to see anything like that. All these dealers mostly are at, Philadelphia show, the show in Boston, whatever the hell that's called. I forget what.
Yeah, I've got 0 real card shows anywhere near me. So
yeah, and like even at that West Coast show, you really only had 10 good dealers. There's a lot more vintage, I think, at the Ontario show than there was in Anaheim for the West Coast. But what are you gonna do? I mean, they can only get so many.
Apparently, Mark's booked for Italy in June. How about you, Rick?
Oh boy,
I'm going in April. Well, that's why I'm not going to Strongsville.
Oh, you're going to be in Italy, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I did my Italy trip. I'm done. This is funny, Jeremy. I've tried 2 takes of the video. Both sucked, and when you just scrapped it, I'm done. Well, join the club, man. You cannot do anything just looking at the trying to make content looking at the screen has got to be the hardest.
Well, then you just try it again and you save those clips for your blooper reel at the end of the video.
I
right?
guess, but
yeah,
it's really difficult. Not an easy thing. All right,
Chantilly is great. Chantilly is Philly light, is what.
Dan's the guy that goes to all those shows out there, man. I admire him, and he gets to go to all the Mid-Atlantic.
I'm thinking about trying Philly sometime this year.
Well, I'm going to go next year instead. I'm not going to go to Strongsville next year. I'm going to go probably to Philly. Yeah, and then I'll go to the National too if it's in Chicago. I like the shows where you can. The other thing that's great about Strongsville that I fell in love with is the Best Western with the Bed Bugs Plus. Just because, I mean, it's a dump of a hotel. It really reminds you kind of like of your college days. You're there partying with your friends, and the town is pretty nice, all in all. But the thing that's great is you just walk literally right next door to the hockey rink to the show. So, and then, you can blow out of there and have lunch somewhere and do a bunch of stuff. And
there you go.
On the side.
Is that the shows?
No, cardshowmap.com.
Wow. Oh, dang. God. I didn't know you could do that.
Look at all those on the East
Yeah,
Coast.
I live in the Portland metro area, and this one little pathetic show.
Well, that's a long way for you to go to. I mean, longer than me to go to these shows. But yeah, that's a commitment, John. So look at those where those are. Nothing. One in Colorado. That's one Darren goes to. And you're You're way over here, boy. You're far. All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm in a western suburb of Portland.
I've never
You
been
sure
up in
are.
that area.
No.
I've been to California a lot.
Yeah, California's been good to me.
It's
I hope
weird
it don't
too.
fall
Every
in the
time I
sea.
go out there, they ask me where I'm from, and I don't know how they know I'm not from California.
I would have never figured it. You're much too
I
nice.
wonder how they could tell.
But, you know, my dad was from right there by Pasadena.
No
And
kidding.
he went in the military in the Air Force out of high school and was stationed right here in Nashville area. Met my mama.
Wow.
So yeah, I got California in my blood.
There you go.
I don't sound like it.
Even Florida. Look at, I mean, that's why there's all those YouTubers that live in Florida.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Jeremy, I was at my card shop today, buddy. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is an amazing shop that you have by you. And I'm sure Burbank is a nice shop by me too. Now, I'll have to go in there and shoot some video for you guys. You can put it on your channels. Oh, by the way,
The Ruth rookie, it looks like it might have closed.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
1.3. And they had it at 2.5, so it half.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks to their new standard. Boy, if I was him, I'd be suing PSA.
Yeah, that took a lot of money out of his pocket.
Turn that right into a 5. Rob Veers was saying in the new shop that he is going to have he has a deal brewing with PSA that he's going to have a PSA grading at his store. So it's going to be the one of one. Nobody knows that yet except for your late night viewers, but that was breaking news. PSA coming to Burbank card stores.
Oh wow.
All right, guys. Well, John.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. This is
man, it was fun.
Yeah.
My first adventure doing something like this.
Oh, Tony, you were great. You did so much research. You're smart.
I know, man. Make us look bad here.
Oh man. Well, I was afraid y'all were gonna make me look bad, so I had to do my homework.
Yeah, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's fun spending everyone else's money.
It is.
Yeah,
Especially
it is
not
easier, isn't it? It is easier, isn't it?
Well, this whole auction here is all theoretical with the big spender, the really big.
It is fun. It is fun to
whales.
take a look, though, at some of these things and at the prices. That some of them were high, and some of them were low. I think that's what I think the hobby is strong, and see what happens.
Yeah, I blew my budget on that last one, man, on that golden one a couple weeks ago.
It happens. Well, you got a little something special. You'll be showing that soon. I'm sure.
I will be. I'm
that
fired
hasn't
up.
come to you yet.
It's supposed to get to me Tuesday. Yeah, I can't wait.
Thanks so much to all the chat participants. It was great.
You guys for following us and putting up with us.
Interacting with you. So,
great chat.
Everybody, have yourselves a good evening, and we'll see you next time here.
All right, man, all the best.